Good afternoon. It is May 26th, 2021, and this is what I saw for today. We'll go through it, and maybe there's a trade I didn't see, but I was around the chart pretty much all day. I'm actually seeing something right here. This is probably a good aggressive move because it does. Yeah, we got a leg up, one leg, two legs, so I don't know. I like this. It looks real good, but it looks like it's counter trend. We'll see if there's anything else. I'm seeing right here. That's a failed second entry short. It looks like, even though it's really a third entry, first, second. So maybe I would mark that actually. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could argue for the next one too, but then it starts giving you more dojis, and you probably don't want that. But anyway, here's how I saw it. Prices in the overnight were ranging. This was the range. It looked like they spiked up into that range, and we made this important low here. I'm not sure what importance it was before that, but we got a couple touches on that same price level over here. So I think that's kind of like the midline for the overnight highs and overnight lows. And really it was just a range day. We had this. This is how I saw this. I'm gonna have to see how Mac looks at it. I did think about this. And that looks good, but yeah, we get some touches on that midline. But in the end, I mean, I think with the way price action behaves, I think it's better to look at it this way. You get a break, one leg, two legs down before you get a reversal. So that's why I'm leaving the channel like this. Yeah, so let's talk about the trades. Prices were chopping around in the overnight. I meant to mark this one as aggressive. Here, let me move these measured moves. Because it's a second entry right here. I would have liked it more if it broke lower than this bar, but it didn't. But it is a second entry, first entry, second entry off of an important price level. You can see this is the original range that forms, and we get pretty much a measured move up of that. And pretty much a measured move down. So before prices bounce. So I do think that this turned out to be the midline for this range, and we get a counter trend break. It doesn't break out, which it normally would. So I think that's why prices couldn't break through this important resistance, and we get this second entry. And it turns down. So this is the failure right here. This is just too congestive to be entering on. Oh yeah, there was this is a first entry short. And look, if you have your channel drawn like me, that's off the channel, but it's just a first entry. So you got to be careful with those. It turns out to be a trap. Yeah, it's congestive. That might keep you away. Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars stacked up. So I think that's something you got to keep in your consideration. We don't get a setup for a second entry long. Here it makes a new high, first entry, failed second entry long off the EMA. At this point, I do like it because we're making lower highs and lower lows. Especially after this low. That's a pretty significantly lower low. So yeah, I like that entry. Maybe I'd drop a limit order and treat this like my signal bar. We get a big leg down, first entry, second entry failure. This is aggressive. You're getting towards. So, I mean, technically this is the area of I would consider. I would be looking at this as an important price level. So that makes this look a little more aggressive. And this. So this is the second entry. I don't know why I marked this. I don't think you should be taking this, because at this point, can I get that arrow? At this point, this looks congestive. So here it didn't really look that way. So I'm okay with that. But this, what is that? It's a second entry short. Okay. But it is congestive, but it is a second entry short. And it probably would have worked, but I don't know. I don't like that. But anyway, we get the first leg, second leg down before we get a reversal. So here you get a first entry, failed second entry short. If you're really good at reading all this price action and stuff, maybe you would take that. Maybe Mac's going to mark this. But I don't know. That's too quick of a decision for me to see that we had this channel down, break, one leg, two legs down, and spotting the reversal. But you know what? The fact that it is near the overnight lows, that does make me a little more in favor of thinking of this as a reversal, if that makes sense. Anyway, we get this leg up. Not sure. I don't know if you can enter on that. This SAR, high or low. It's a third entry. If the count resets here, it's just a first entry, high or low. And you don't have this tall leg drawn. You have this flatter leg drawn. Let me just delete that. So I don't think you can enter on this. Into resistance going long. No, you can't enter on that. So we make this leg up. First entry, second entry. Would that have worked? It's just far from the EMA. Let's see. 91.50. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have gotten anything on that. But here, that's like a third entry long, but so you can't enter that either. You don't get any setups after this failed breakout, unfortunately, because you get a nice move up. Touch the top of the trend channel, first entry, second entry, and you get a failure right there. So that's at the midline. This is tough. It's a pretty nice leg down, so first break, I don't know. It is a failed second entry long. And then if you spotted this trend line off the highs maybe here, and you get this high or low, I think if you spot that, I think you can take that. I didn't spot it, so I wouldn't be able to take that. But look at this midline working. I think you can take that if you spot that. First entry, technically a failed second entry long. That's going into the highs though. Highs of this swing. But that did serve as confirmation of the trend, so I don't know. And this is a long leg up. Let's draw this, and it looks like it's off of that trend line. And that's a clear trend up. So there are reasons to take that. It is far from the EMA though. Then we get congestion. It leads to a break. Ooh, this is a nice trap. If you go long above that one. Let's see. You get the overshoot especially. This is a really nice trap. You get the overshoot, first entry, failed second entry short. I don't think you can go long just yet. We don't know what's happening. But this is a really nice trap. I think, what time is that? What time is that? Yeah, I don't know. This is, I wonder if Mac will mark that. This would be your signal bar. You'd be going long above that. So does it even get filled? 93.50, 94.75. It reaches the scalper's profit. I don't know. That is aggressive. But we'll see. Anyway, that's how I saw today. Hope you had a good day, and I'll be back tomorrow.